Did you ever wonder if you were cut out to be a leader? You know, you're in a position of leadership. You've got people underneath you now. Does that make you a leader? And whether you're just a manager or you're actually a leader, what does that even mean? We're going to begin to discover today and work for the rest of our time together on transitioning ourselves from managers into leaders. You ready to go? I've been thinking about what makes a good leader for many years. Leadership isn't theory. I'm in the trenches with you. We're going to begin to discover today the 4 fundamental pillars of leadership excellence: conviction, competence, character, and consistent communication. Your people live in today. They think about today, they focus on today, they might think about tomorrow and maybe the end of the week, but nobody is thinking about the future. You've got to have a vision for where the organization is going and where you want to take the people and what you want your customers to be thinking about you in the future. You don't have to be better than them at what they do. You didn't have to work your way up through the organization and do everything they do as well as they do or better than they do for them to follow you. What you've got to be good at is what you've got to be good at. We're going to talk about what does leadership competence look like, because if you and I are going to be good leaders, we can't just be people of conviction. We've got to have competence for them to follow us.
Very good presentation skills. And what I mean by that is he doesn't lecture, he engages the group. He gets them uncomfortable and then engages them really well. And very impressed with that. Very impressed with that.
People follow you because of who you are, not just because of what you do and where you're going, but because of who you are. I think we've all heard people join organizations for the job, they stay for their boss. Are you a person of character that contributes to your influence? 4th and final leadership pillar, consistent communication. In fact, you can do all 3 of those other things that we've talked about well, but if you're not with your people, if you're not communicating with your people, if you're not building relationships, if you're not listening and talking and acting and being alongside them, if you're a remote boss, you won't have as much influence. Consistent communication. They need to see that you are there with them.
You can feel it in the room. The energy increases when he gets in front and starts speaking, and the interaction that starts to happen with the group and the conversations that start to occur, the questions, and so you can just feel that.
And I want to let you know, leadership is simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. It's about the organization, the impact, the people, growth, profitability, the cause. But the point is, if you and I are going to be good leaders, it's not about us.